Hello po again. Good evening po sa lahat. Welcome back to our FX webinars. This is your host for tonight, Miss Tech, aka no, Regina, the account manager of RNFX. So I would like to greet everyone here na andito na naman, no, patuloy na nag-aaral ng mga Forex webinars natin. And at the same time, I would like to thank to my RNFX PH team, to my country manager, to Sir Matt, and to my fellow workmates, Sir Harold and Sir Norris po. Hello po. Thank you so much for assisting me in this career of Forex trading journey. And thank you so much for this RNFX cap and also the t-shirt. Thank you so much. Natanggap ko na po para po magamit ko po dito sa webinars. And yes, thank you po. And I'm hoping yung mga lahat na nakapanood now, kapag nasa travel po tayo, so mag-ingat po at kapag nasa bahay po, feel free na maging komportable tayo sa pag-attend ng ganitong webinar. So para po maganda na rin yung starting ng pag-aaral natin. So, from time to time, meron po kaming mga schedules way back before. Those are the introductions, the trend lines, the time frames, as well as last night. In-explain na rin ni Sir Norris yung about the trend lines and channels. So, na-explain niya po yung, and also about the fundamentals crossing the technical analysis. And now, every Wednesday and Thursday, now is Wednesday, weekly po talaga kami nagwe-webinars for introductions to forex trading. And tomorrow, again, every Thursday, the MetaTrader 4 platform navigation. So, yes, for today's webinars, every Wednesday, takot po tayo ng introduction to Forex. And now, yung topic natin is the Forex terminologies. Okay? Share screen po. Yes. And yes, always po tayo, meron po tayong disclaimer. Risk involved. Lagi pong tatandaan na meron pong risk involved kapag po tayo ay pumasok sa investment, lalo na po sa forex trading at kailangan po na mag-invest po muna tayo sa knowledge. And yung sa pagtakol natin, yung basic forex terminologies used. Una po yung i-discuss natin, ano po yung PIP. Kadalasan na nakita natin, maririnig natin, PIP. So PIP is percentage in point. So the smallest price move that a given exchange rate can make based on market convention. The example yung dito na sinampo ko sa order book ng MetaTrader 4. Pag hindi niyo po alam yung order book, pwede po tayo mag-attend bukas. Lalagi po kaming weekly for the MT4 platform navigation para po maging aware po tayo sa paggamit ng MT4. So, yung Euro USD here, nakita natin sa baba, ito po yung example ng um, pips. Okay? No? Yung mga numbers, the difference ng both numbers. And ito po yung papalatandaan ng PIP, no? PIP Understanding Hint. Okay? Example, ito po yung nakita natin na 1.12345 is same with na lumabas dito sa market execution. Price po yan ng Euro USD. No? It's the real-time market price po ng Euro USD. Yan po yung 1.10703. So sila pong lima, example yan po yung sample ng price ni Euro USD. So paano po natin makita? Paano po tayo mag-count ng per pips? Okay? So from here, kita naman tayo way back elementary days, meron pa tayong sa math, the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. No, parang ganito lang din po yung pag-apply natin sa may forex about the pips. Okay, example, yung hint natin dito is lagi niyo pong tatandaan, yung hint dito is ignore the decimal number, the before the decimal number, and the last number. Okay, basta sa merong mga decimal, ignore yung number na before ng decimal, which is, wait po, try ko nga mag-drawing. Parang ito. Okay, ito po yun. Yan. Ignore po nyo yan kapag meron po tayong decimal. And then, yung last digit number. X po natin yan. So, ibig sabihin, hindi po siya masyadong kinakailangan sa pagka-count ng pips during po na mag-trade po tayo. Okay? So, example ito yung price. Magbibigay po ako ng sample price no, for buying. So, let's say assume yung buy entry price natin is 1.12345 and then nag-assume na nag-increase po yung price. That's 1.12445. So, makita natin magkano yung in-adjust na pips. So, meron kayong nakita dito na highlight ko. So, yung pwede lang po natin i-focus sa pagka-counting ng pips is yung from here, dito sa 3. Yung nakita niyo yung nag-rise is 4. So, ano po yung difference? That's, count po natin, since 3 is 30, so that's tens. So, that's 1.345. Yung nag-increase is 1.2445. That's 10 pips. So, nag-move yung price from 3 to 4. So, naging 10 pips. Kapag nag-move po yung 4, yung dito na side, di ba number 2 to? So, 200 pips. Kapag ito po, yung price nito naging 3, so magiging 100 pips. Same thing with the selling. Selling. Sample ng sell naman ng pips, same thing, parang nagmamat lang naman tayo. Basta you take note lang yung pagbabasa ng pips is ignore lang po yung before the number ng decimal tsaka yung last number. So yung selling sample in pips is sell entry price natin is 1.12345. 1.12345. So, nag-decrease po siya ng 1.12245. So, same thing yung binigay kong sample sa buying and now sa selling. So, nakita niyo yung highlight ko na red, 10 pips yung difference. Same thing, kapag ito po yung naging bumagsak sa itong to, naging 1, that's 100 pips. No? So, aralin lang po dito ng mabuti. Pwede pa ulit-ulitin. Pwede niyo pong tingnan yung charts now for the real-time price. So, yan po pwede po tayong makapag-analyze, mag-memorize, mag-familiarize ng paggamit ng MT4 tsaka yung pagbasa ng pips with under this decimal points ng mga currency pairs natin. Okay? Okay, how to read pips to money using lot sizes. So, yung kanina, 10 pips. So, 10 pips, what if nag-trade ka sa Euro USD using the lot size? Yung mga lot sizes na explain po ito ni Sir Matt, nasa always po sa introduction every Wednesday. At meron din po natin sa YouTube, makita po yan yung mga recordings sa YouTube ni RNFX. Pwede niyo po yan tingnan. So, ano po yung definition ng mga lot sizes at para saan po sila ginagamit. So, yung lot size natin, kapag example 0.01 yung ginamit nating lot size, nilagay po natin yan sa order book, parang ganito. Yan. Kita natin dito sa volume, 0.01. Diyan po nilalagay kung magkano or ilan na lot size yung pwede natin gamitin. So, kung 0.01, kapag kanina yung example natin here sa buy is nag-increase po siya ng 10 pips. Kung nag-trade po tayo 0.01, so that's meron na pong running profits na 0.1. For the 0.1, the 10 pips, meron tayong $1. For the 1 lot size, meron po tayong $10. So, ganito po yung pagbabasa ng mga pips according here sa paglalagay po natin sa order book mismo sa MT4. No, based on the prices range ng market if nasa buy po sila or sa selling. Okay. And yes, lot size. Lot size refers to the volume or quantity of a trade. It represents the size of the position you are trading. Okay? So ano nga ba yung lot size? Same thing yung lot size. And explain din yan ni Sir Matt during kaya po, palagi po natin tatandaan na mag-attend po ng mga webinars kasi kailangan po talaga natin ng mga basics information bago po tayo sumabak sa totoong trading. Samples of yun, kanina yung 0.01, that's micro. The mini, 0.1, and the standard is 1. Yung pinakamababang ginagamit, yung common na standard na ginagamit sa mga accounts is the micro na 0.01. Yung 0.001, ina-apply yan kapag yung account natin is cents, no? Sa mga parang gustong dublihin yung makita nilang account. Like example, kapag mag-cents po tayo, $100 yung deposit, siguro yung sa cents is 1,000, I think. Siguro magiging 1,000. So mag-iiba yung amount. Yung advantage lang kasi ng cent is feeling mo malaki yung capital para na rin po sa pag-application, yung pag-apply sa trading psychology. May mga ganun kasi may mga tao na, 'di ba, ang pangit naman tignan pag yung fund mo nakita mo is 100. Parang gusto mong lumaki. For example, pwede mo rin siya i-convert to peso. Kasi pag $100, kapag tiningnan mo, parang ang liit. Para yung tingin mo is, ay, 100 lang. Yep. Pwede, compare naman talaga kung i-convert natin sa real price to pesos, that's magkano na yung USD ngayon is 56. So makita natin yung kapag yung price natin is 50, I mean 5,600. 'Di ba parang ang laki pag nakahawak tayo ng account na makita mo 10,000 pesos, ang laki. Compared to the 200, tama? Depende kasi yan eh. Depende sa trading psychology po natin. Okay? So yan po yung paggamit ng mga lot sizes na ina-apply po natin sa order book. So bid price. Bid price. The price at which the market or your broker will buy specific currency pair from you. So ito po yung example na sa baba. Sila po yung tatlo. Ito na yung bid price, the ask price, the price at which the market or your broker will sell a specific currency pair to you. Ito po yung mga adjustment na hindi po sila talagang, ito po yung tatlo na example, nag-buy po kayo sa 1.3, ito po, 1.363, I mean 1.36300. Hindi po talaga siyang 1.36300 kasi mayroong mga adjustment price like 1.36301, 1.36298. So yung gap nito na binigay is in-adjust ng broker. So yung tawag sa kanila, yung in between ng ask at saka ng bid is the spreads. So before po tayong pumasok, yung mga trader nag-a-ask magkano yung spread ng broker. So ito yung basihan ng yung um, hahanap kapag mababa or maganda rin yung offer ng broker. Yung sa kay Iron FX po, maganda po yung offer ng standard trades namin. Just in case that you need this information, please don't hesitate to contact us, your account management, me, Sir Norris, and Sir Harold to explain the the spreads, lalo na sa mga gold tsaka sa mga major currencies natin. Okay? So what is spreads? Spread, the difference between the bid and ask price, represents the broker's profit. So, dyan naman po talaga kumikita yung brokers sa in-between trades ng mga retails. So, mas maganda maghanap talaga ng broker na maganda magbigay ng spread, no? Like RNFX. So, sorry. Okay, leverage, the ability to control a large position in the market with a relatively small amount of capital. Yes, yeah. In-explain na rin yan ni Sir Matt. So, explain ko lang yung advantage ng leverage like example na no, sa mga loans. Example natin, meron ka lang 10,000 sa bank mo, tapos yung bank nag-o-offer, pwede ka mag-loan ng 50,000 and that's leverage already, no? Yan po yung example na maano natin kapag meron po tayong 100 USD, si broker mag-offer ng you can trade up to this amount. That's the example of the leverage, no? The margin amount of money required to open or maintain a trading position. Ito yung margin naman yung natitirang funds nyo sa inyong balance na kung magkano pwede nyo pong i-trade. Long position is another term for buying a currency pair with the expectation that its value will rise, long or buy. Okay? Short position, selling a currency with the expectation that its value will fall. Short, sell. Long, buy. Stop loss. An order placed to limit potential losses on a trade. Ito yung stop loss na pwede po natin ilagay palagi kung mag-open po tayo ng trades para po yung gap na hanggang saan lang po talaga yung kaya nating i-risk na money. So, kailangan po natin maglagay ng stop loss para kasi meron na yan na-experience na yan kasi sa mga kasi kahit personally, no. Example, nakalimutan kong maglagay ng SL. Paano natulog ako? So, maganda pag profit. Paano kung natalo ka? Tuloy-tuloy yun. Yung margin mo, yung nakalagay dyan, open, maintain trading position, yung margin mo, kukunin ni stop loss. Okay, kasi natutulog ka. So, importante talaga na without your notice. So, maganda talaga yung maglagay po tayo ng stop loss. So, sa take profit, an order placed to lock in profits when the market is certain price level. Ito naman yung take profits tayo. Nagsiset up tayo ng take profits kung hanggang saan na price po natin ita-target na magkaka-profit tayo. Like example, nag-buy po tayo sa number 1 price, nag-set ka ng take profit to number 3. So, na-target ng take profit hanggang paano yung price lumagpas sa 3, so 4, 5, and so on. As long as nag-set po tayo ng take profit sa kay number 3, doon lang po, hanggang doon lang po yung kukunin na target profit, no? Sa sinet natin na number 3. Okay? Bull market, bear market. Bull market, a market characterized by rising prices. Ito naman yung mga bull market, yung bear market, kadalasan parang na-apply ito mostly sa mga cryptocurrency, yung mga pa-hype na minsan, no? Bull market is, yung bull market kasi makita natin yan for the use of higher time frames, the bull market and the bear market. Makakapagsabi po tayo ng mga ganitong market trends in the higher time frames. Rollover or swap, interest paid or earned for holding a position overnight. Kung mahilig, applicable ito kapag ikaw ay isang intraday or swing trader. Kasi nilalagay mo ng open, meron ka mga open trades hanggang magdamag, hanggang bukas. So ito yung tinatawag na sa mga brokers na merong rollover or swap. Okay, meron po silang konting swap fees para dito. Sana interest paid. hedging, a strategy to minimize risk by opening opposite positions in related markets. Ito naman yung mga hedging strategy na pwede po tayong mag-buy and pwede po tayong mag-sell at the same time, na pwede po natin isabay. Example, nag-buy ka and then pinasok mo yung sell. Kasi 'di ba hedging parang pataas pababa yung market. So nag-buy yung market. So yung buy trade mo nag-profit, pwede mo i-close. Nag-profit ka. So yung uh, nag-sell ka during after your buy, I mean dalawang trades nag-run. So pag sell, I mean pag buy mo tumaas. Syempre yung sell mo floating loss 'yon. So, pero tumaas yung buy, nag-profit siya, pwede mo siyang i-pull out. After po ng tumaas, syempre bumagsak din yung price. So, yun yung si mostly sa mga scalping yan ginagawa, yung mostly yung hedging. Scalpers yung gumagamit ng mga hedging. So, pag taas, syempre, lagi po yan may pullbacks eh. Hindi naman pwedeng lilipad lang yan ng lilipad. So, meron ganun, pag ganun talaga, para bang yung buhay natin, yung life chart na pag ganun. Ganyan po yung chart kasi. So, pagbagsak, pwede mo na rin kunin yung sell mo na trade. So, ito po yung tinatawag na hedging kapag ito po yung diskarte mo as your strategy, then pwede mo yan i-apply. Margin call, situation where broker demands additional funds cover potential losses. So, ito naman parang notification na galing sa broker. Kapag merong kang sinet, uh, yan yung base din na ginamit sa leverage. Depende sa leverage mo eh. So, pag sinabing margin call, si broker mo nagbigay sa'yo ng ganitong gap, pwede kang mag-target ng trades. So, what if yung gap na to is nag-short pala? So, si broker, magbibigay sa'yo notification na kailangan mo na mag-add funds para po ma-cover yung mga losses na para hindi po siya masunog. So it's one way of calling from the brokers na para dagdagan. That's how trading works with the leverages and of course with the spreads with the brokers. Trail stop. Trail stop, lacking profits, is another term for setting of stop loss. Si stop loss, nagsta-stop ka ng losses. Okay? Ito is sa stop mo yung profits. For example, we buy and then we set our profits to number 4, no? Medyo malayo. And yung market is nasa number 3, which is hindi pa na-target yung 4. Okay? So, pwede tayong mag-trail stop kay number 2, which means yung number 1 natin is profit. Secured profit yung tinatawag sa trail stop. Locking in profit. Secured na siya sa taas. So magkaiba yung trail stop tsaka yung stop loss. If the market continues to move in your favor, the trailing stop continues to trail the market price. If there's a significant reversal, the stop is triggered at the updated level, helping to lock in profits. Ito rin yung tawag in other terms is the break-even. So baka narinig nyo na yan sa mga group chat nyo, sa mga co-traders nyo. Break-even yung isang tawag sa pagkukupit ng profits. Kasi yung market mag-a-against pa rin eh. Kala mo kasi bullish yun. Kita, bullish market, bearish, no? So, kailangan po may trail stop tayo para ma-diversify na rin yung funds kahit pa paano. Okay, and that's for tonight. That's for tonight. The introduction to Forex with Forex terminologies, explanations, and hoping tomorrow, makikita ulit tayo. Same time tomorrow, magdi-discuss. Ako pa rin po yung host, MT for Platform Navigation and Risk Management. So yung topic bukas is paano po tayo magsimula sa MT4, paano po natin i-download at i-install coming from the IronFX website. And yes, thank you so much for tuning in. And for the copy trading, it's very hard. I know every one of you, sa lahat po ng gusto maging kumopya next sa mga master traders natin, I hope that we do have a disclosure. There is disclosure, no, disclaimer lagi that past performance doesn't guarantee future trades, and also invest that what you can afford to lose. This is because it's different, no? So I may be quite stop my copy trading because I am focusing on my prop firm challenges as well. So meron akong explanation from my end that medyo mahirap po isabay yung trading psychology talaga. Napakahirap po. Promise, napakahirap kapag po kayo na po yung nasa sa situation ko, no, sa ganitong progress. Kasi kailangan ko po talagang i-focus yung pagiging consistency at saka yung long term. Magkaiba kasi yung meron po mga people uh, within your tracks, no? So, it's pag-profit is maganda, but magkaiba po yung mindset doon. Iba kasi yung mindset eh. Nasa same tayo ng nasa same tayo naman ng situation. You fund and I fund. I lost, you lost. So, pagkapareho po. Pero, the difference there that I realize is the realization. The realization and the mindset kung paano po natin yan i-overcome, no? Paano po natin i-overcome yung ganitong situation. But I guess, mas maganda pag um, maging unknown, no? It's better to have great record with my FX book since I don't have yet my FX book. So maybe later on, magbe-build na muna ako ng account for that. And you have to choose the other master traders and we have a list for that para po pwede po natin i-diversify yung other funds to transfer, no? And saan po yung list? So kung may maghahanap ng list doon. So meron po sa Telegram channel ko po. Nandun po yung lahat ng mga list ng mga master traders ni Aaron FX na pinopromote talaga namin. And yes, thank you so much. And thank you so much for understanding the situation, of course. And hope that we still need support each other, one another. And for having you here with and you're choosing RNFX. And yes, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And I hope to see you same faces tomorrow. Thank you for my team, Sir Matt, Sir Norris, and Sir Harold. If anything you need assistance with your accounts as well, pwede niyo po kaming kontakin. And please do support my YouTube channel. You can search it Mystic Trader. And yes, thank you so much and good luck for sa mga trades po natin na inaaral. And we do hope na for the positive results for it sa pag-attend niyo po ng mga webinars. Again, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Iron FX team, for my um, outfit for tonight. Thank you so much. Bye.